Постріл! Постріл!
A battlefield turnaround. That's what the men and women on the front lines in Ukraine say will come from Washington's multi-billion-dollar aid commitment. I believe the shells will quickly arrive at the front lines. The same day they arrive in Ukraine, this soldier says. They'll send them to the brigades so that we can do our job, so that we can fire them. Ukrainian soldiers learning the news that the U.S. House has voted in favor of sending $61 billion to the embattled nation. The money set to be used for restocking weapons, defense artillery, and ensuring humanitarian needs are met in the region. Although grateful for the help, some say it was needed months ago. If they had passed this package earlier, we would have lost a little bit less ground, this soldier says. We could have maybe even taken back some ground. If the U.S. had passed it back then, it would have changed the situation dramatically. The aid package was held up in the House for months thanks to stiff opposition from some Republican representatives who continue to argue that the money should be spent on Americans. Ukraine's president calling on the West to make quicker decisions. The time between political decisions and inflicting real defeats on the enemy at the front, between the approval of the aid package and providing the strength to our guys, this should be reduced to a minimum. The Senate is set to begin considering the House-passed bill this coming Tuesday, with some preliminary votes scheduled for the afternoon. The Chancellor of Germany publicly calling on the Senate to make sure the funding is approved. We hope very much that the U.S. Senate will soon reach a decision, as well so that this aid from the United States is secured for the future. This is now a very clear message, a message to the Russian president not to count on being able to sit out this war because the support from Europe or the U.S. would wane. Now, the aid will be presented to the Senate in a combined bill, which includes aid for Israel and Taiwan as well. Once and if the Senate approves the package, it's going to be cleared for President Joe Biden to sign it into law. For City News, I'm Karling Donoghue.